Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? This is a little different episode. As you can see, I'm in the car. Um, no days off November. Let me go ahead and get comfortable for you guys real quick. Let some people roll in, man. But headed to the hospital, man. I'm headed to the hospital. I was at the red light, and somebody ran right into me. And you gotta go to the hospital after stuff like that happens, man. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm about to go. So I ain't driving. I'm saying I got my sidekick with me. You know what I mean? Gotta go to the hospital, man. Go get checked out. But when we tell you no days off, we mean no days off. So I figured out that I could do this on my cell phone sometimes. I don't gotta be posted up in the office and all of that. So, just want to let you guys know, man, we dedicated to the cause. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys. If nobody pulls up, people probably ain't even gonna pull up in here. They're expecting this thing to be at 10 o'clock, 7:51. You know what I mean? So it's all good, man. I'm gonna cool out for a second. We got Garrett Groover said we in here. That's what I'm talking about, man. Dedicated people. We got Garrett Groover is in here with me on the random tip. Let me see how you use this real quick, though, man. Let me see how you use this, man. Nope, can't do that. How do you share the link, though? What if you want to share a link? My man said, keep us updated, coach. Hoping that things are work out favorable and that you're well, man. I appreciate it, man. Listen, I was at the red light, minding my business. Next thing you know, boom! I actually seen it through the rearview mirror. I seen him about to hit me, and you seen him trying to slow down, but he ended up hitting me anyway. So, sometimes you're in the hospital, you go to the hospital, uh, sometimes you're in the hospital for 3, 4, 5 hours. And when I said, I'm doing no days off November, man, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna get in the way of my of my um of my commitment. You feel me? And when you committed no matter what. So we pulling up in here no matter what. Mark Wright says, sidekick, please take care of our coach. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're gonna be good. My man Andre said, what's good, Ant? I'm good, brother. Just got into a little car accident, so we headed to the hospital to make sure everything is all good. Got to get checked out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is good. Take it one day at a time, man. But did anybody watch that Rosado Munguia weigh in today, man? That's what I want to know, man. Did anybody see that? Did anybody see the Rosado Munguia weigh in? I checked it out. That boy looks ready, man. That boy, Rosado looks ready, man. I can't even front. This man really devoted to his fans, teaching them the sweet science, taking no days off November to the fullest, even doing a live on his way to the hospital. This motherfucker is coach of the year. Yo, man, listen. You make a commitment, you got to stick to it, right? And that's really what it is, man. I made a commitment that I was gonna come on here every single day for the month of November. So God willing, as long as I'm capable, I'm coming on here every single day. And I told y'all, some days I might be on here for 2 hours, 3 hours. Other days I might be on here for 10 minutes. But I'm coming on every single day for the month of November. God willing, I can speak. I can use my fingers. I can talk, whatever. You know what I mean? I can move. So, you know, that's what it is, man. Peter Nieves, what happened? What's up, cuz? I was at the red light, man. And somebody just ran right into me, man. I should I should have uploaded the photos so y'all could see them. But somebody ran right into me, man, and I feel a little funny, adrenaline is pumping, and I don't want to take no chances, so I'm gonna go to the hospital. And sometimes you know how the hospital is, man. You be in the hospital for 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes. So I figured let me just come on here now, show my face, let people know that I'm still alive. Thank God I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. And also stay true to my commitment to pull up here and just chop it up with you guys. I'm able to, I'm able to walk, I'm able to speak or whatever, but I do feel something in my back, my neck feel a little funny, so it's best that I go ahead and go get checked out. You know what I mean? Damn, I hope all is well. Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. McBree gang, easy. Amen. Yep. Amen, brother. Thank God I'm still alive, man. It could have been worse. I actually know a kid who got killed like that in Florida, man. He was a football player back when I was like 17 years old, 18 years old, somewhere around there. I used to work at a supermarket called Winn Dixie. It was my first job. And there was this kid, he was like a freaking stud, man. He was gonna be in the NFL, the whole nine. Like he was a super good player. Everybody liked this kid. And he was at a red light just like me tonight. And he was at a red light just like me, and somebody killed him, man. You know what I'm saying? At the red light. Literally exactly what happened to me, man, tonight, except I'm still alive. So at the end of the day, I gotta I gotta be thankful that I'm still alive. I'm not tripping. I'm not complaining. I just gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? And one of the main things I gotta do is go make sure I'm yo, yo, yo. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here. Uh, hope you're good, Coach Anthony, man. Appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate it. He was probably on the phone. You know what, man? It's crazy because I was actually saying this earlier that when I walked over to take pictures of the damn, I'm trying to get in the center of this lens. When I was walking over to take a picture, he was actually on his phone on Snapchat, sitting in the driver's seat as we're in the aftermath. And in my mind, I'm like, I should say something to him right now because I guarantee you he was probably on Snapchat, Instagram, or something when he ran into me. But I left it alone, man. I didn't say nothing to him. He ain't say nothing to me. We let the police just go ahead and mediate and basically play the middleman in this situation. I didn't want to get into no confrontations or nothing like that. I just wanted to, get his information so I can get the hell up out of here. Now I'm headed to the hospital, so hopefully we can go ahead and clear all this up. Praying for you, cuz man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Ray, man. Listen, I didn't really come on here for no sob stories, man. I just wanted to keep y'all updated on what's going on. So, let's talk boxing for a little bit before I get to the hospital, man. Did anybody see the weigh-in between Gabriel Rosado and Munguia? You know what I'm saying? Did anybody see that? And if you guys want to talk about anything boxing related, man, talk to me, man, because that's the real reason I came on here. I didn't come on here for you guys to feel bad for me or nothing like that. It's life, man. Things happen. I'm good, as you can see. I'm able to talk. So, we ain't tripping. The sweet science examiner said, damn, that's crazy. Pray you'll be okay, Coach. And the best. It's hard for me to read these small comments because I'm on my phone. It's best you get checked, fam. My little bro died in 2009 collision. He was 29 at the time. So I know how instant those can be, man. Yeah, man. A lot of people are telling me I need to get checked. So that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I don't feel good right now, and then later on, I'm freaking dead. You know what I mean? Hopefully, it's just a little situation that I just gotta, I'll be all right from. We'll see. Yeah, Gabe looked focused and taking advantage of the opportunity. Yo, I think Gabe is focused, man. I think Gabe is focused, man. He looks very excited, And what's crazy is, Gabe is such a veteran at this point. You know what I'm saying? Gabriel Rosado has fought and lost and beat, and he's been in so many situations, man. I really think Gabriel Rosado tomorrow is gonna be um, maybe his coming out party. I should say, like, this could be the fight that he's been looking for his whole career. You know what I mean? He has fought everybody. Even when he wasn't ready for those fights, he took them. And tomorrow, if he wins, what I mean, he's right there. You know what I mean? He's fighting Munguia, who's 37-0, I believe. It's gonna be very good, man. Fight. It's gonna be a very exciting fight, no matter however it ends, man. I'm super excited about it, man. We've been blessed with boxing, man, week after week after week, man. We just keep getting good fights, man. This has been a really good year for boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody's appreciating it, because it's not that often, man, that we've had this many consistent good fights week after week after week. Like, good matchups, really good, solid matchups. Canelo Plant was a good, solid matchup before, a week before that. Yeah, I don't even remember who the hell fought the week before that. Whoever it was, I remember saying to myself, "Damn, this is a fantastic card, man." It was just a good card the week right before the Canelo Plant card. You know what I'm saying? So the fans have been winning lately for sure, cuz. Yeah, the fans have definitely been winning lately, man. It's just been back to back, man. You really can't complain, man. You just got to take it for what it is and enjoy it. Like, and tomorrow's gonna be a good one again. Oh, we have Boots Ennis. My bad. How can I forget? We have Boots Ennis and Josue Vargas fighting. Those are really exciting fights that ended up early, but they were both exciting. So you know what I mean. And the undercards, you had the kid that looked like Muhammad Ali. I forget his name, the Dominican kid. That kid is good. Just back. There's so many people, man. You know what I mean? There's so many good fighters right now. I don't even know who they are. Like, I'm trying to keep up. You know what I mean? I'm not like these boxing fans and these other boxing channels that know every single up and coming fighter. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn who they are myself right now. Benjamin Cueva said, "Well, hello, fight fans. What's good, Benjamin? I'm glad you in here, my brother. You see, we on here a little bit early today, but and I'm on my phone. We in the car, but I told you no days off November means no days off. So however it is, man. Thank you, coach. I don't know what you're saying thank you for, man, but thank you. Spaz, get well, coach. Well, I'm hoping to stay well. That's the key. I'm well. I'm hoping to stay well. Like I said, if for those of you guys who just tuned in, I got into a car accident about an hour ago. Somebody ran that car into the back of my vehicle, and I got to go get checked out. I got to go to the hospital. So that's the reason that I hopped on early, because I don't want to be in the hospital till 1, 2 in the morning, and then it's like, well, you missed the day, and I'm not letting y'all know why I missed the day, right? I'm committed to no days off November, and so I'd rather do it like this. Better do it like this and not do it at all. So this is just my way to chop it up with you. We've already been on for 13 minutes. Um, I'm headed to the spot right now. Let me see if I hold this sideways if it looks better. It kind of does look a little bit better for me. How y'all liking this view now? I look kind of weird. I'm gonna go back to this. I look kind of weird. My man said, right, he's a vet who might take Munguia by surprise because he actually has a high boxing IQ, regardless of his win loss slash Ricardo. Yeah, record. Manuel Augustus was the same way. Yeah, absolutely, man. He's definitely like an Emmanuel Augustus in the sense of you can't let his record fool you. There's no doubt about it. Now, can you enlighten me, sweet science? Matter of fact, damn, how do I share a link, man? I would love to share this link with you, sweet science, to ask you some questions, but I really don't think you can. Well, actually, invite a guest, copy the clipboard, hold up. Sweet science, I want you to get in here because you can enlighten me and enlighten the fans probably for some stuff. But how do I drop a comment in here from my phone? That is the question. That is the question. I don't know. Damn, this is crazy. I really just don't know. I got the link copied, and I'm ready to Yeah. Instruction for guests. No. Man, I can't even do it, man. I don't know how to do it, man. That's weird. But can somebody answer this? Does Mungia have the belt? Does Mungia have the belt? Or does he have a portion of the belt? What happened? Oh, I can't text. Garrett, I don't see an option to text. You know what I mean? I see you guys comments, but I can't see how I can actually write myself. So like I just yeah, I don't get it. This is weird. Oh, private chat. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. Backed up. What did I just do? I don't I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I gotta be honest with y'all. Oh, here we go. Post a comment. Post a comment. There we go. Bang. That only took about an hour to figure out. Sorry, y'all. It's my first time streaming y'all on a cell phone. Sweet Sign Examiner, man. Hop in here for a few seconds, man. And just let me ask you a question. I know a lot about boxing, but I don't know a lot about boxing. You feel me? Um, I know the game. I've been fortunate to learn from some of the best trainers in boxing over the years, and I've put in many, many hours to study the fundamentals and the sweet science. But when it comes to fighters, I would say I think somewhere in the 2010 mark, maybe 2013, 14 mark, I started to pay attention. Oh, sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened, man. I'm sitting in there for like, I had to strum a trap one more time. There we go. Yo.
Coach Anthony, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man. I was having a technical difficulty. What's going on, Tank?
What's going on, brother? Want to
So
make sure my audio is all right.
talk to me about Mungia, man, because I'm trying. I remember the last time I seen Mungia was a couple of years ago, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and he looked good. And then I know he fought somebody, like an African guy or somebody that they said they thought he lost to. Am I right or wrong about that?
Yeah, right. That's right.
Who did
But
they say he thought he lost to?
I forgot the guy's name. I can't think of it off top. I got to think of it to come back to me though. But yeah,
Oh,
he's one of the talented young fighters. Um, and to answer your question about whether he has a belt or a piece of the titles, he doesn't. but he's a number one contender for both the WBC and the WBO world title at middleweight.
So since he's the number one contender, well, how did Gabe get lined up for this fight with him? Like, is Gabe up there as well? Because I don't even know. I just know Gabe won that last fight that he wasn't supposed to win.
That's the interesting thing about the situation is that people are feel that Mungia should have by now exercised his number one contender spot or his number one ranking. I'll say it that way. His number one ranking in both the WBC and the WBO, and use those rankings to um, parlay his way into a championship title fight versus Jamal Charlo or Demetrius Andre by now. However, he has, for whatever reason, under the guidance of Golden Boy, has decided not to. So it's unclear whether that's his management team and Eric Gomez and Oscar De La Hoya, or if that's just his decision where he wants to go another route. And where Gabriel Rosado fits in is Rosado. He's that journeyman that is going to make everybody fight look like a tough fight, right? Like we said, he's like that Emmanuel Augustus of this era, where people look at him as like, is he a gatekeeper or a contender, right? But as we know in boxing, once you're a pro, you get the experience under your belt as a pro. You're a contender for the title as long as you get the opportunity, right? And
Right.
that's where Gabriel Rosado was at. He got a match with um, um, Daniel Jacobs, um, and some people feel that he won that fight, even though he took a loss in that fight. But because of um, his decision to come out there and box, I think that kind of took away from some of the expectation as far as what the judges wanted to see, because we're not used to seeing Gabriel Rosado come out there and actually go out there and box per se. He's usually a fighter who's willing to get hit, cut, banged up just to get a win. And he didn't do that against Danny Jacobs. Some could say because of the crowd, some could say because of the game plan, some could say because of the respect for Danny Jacobs himself. But nonetheless, that's what he did, and he came out with a loss. But he bounced back, and he just got that knockout win, which was a candidate of the year as far as knockouts, and put himself back into the forefront of the conversation and people's vision in the division. And so now he's landed the Munguia fight.
Right. Now, I thought he looked good against Danny Jacobs, and I thought obviously, he looked great with the knockout in his last fight. Now, what do you know about Mungia as of recent? Like, do you think, like, what's your prediction going into this fight? What do you think? Because, I mean, obviously, we know Gabe is like a hit or miss. You don't really know. Like, I mean, I thought what he did with Danny Jacobs, I think, yes, he could have pressed the gas a little bit more, but he was doing so well in the fight. You almost don't want to give up. You also don't want to give up, you know what I mean, what he felt was a lead, because if he starts to get too aggressive, then he can get countered and run into some shots. He probably felt that he was doing so good. Why take any unnecessary chances? But what do you feel about Mungia? Because I haven't seen Mungia in quite a while, and you probably have. What do you think about this matchup?
I think it's a good matchup because you have a guy Munguia who's a guy who's projected to be um, as as some of the younger guys, the Virgil Ortizes, the Jerron Ennis's, as to be the next crop of young talent to move up in the sport of boxing as one of the future bright stars in the sport. Um, Jaime Munguia was that guy, like you said, even up to 2 years ago was the same way. Recently, like I said, the issue that people have is, well, if you're being ranked number one, why are you not challenging yourself and then taking that next step up and taking on, let's say, a Jamal Charlo or a Demetrius Andrade? You obviously have done whatever you needed to do in order to earn the right to be in the position to get a title shot against either of those guys. What is keeping you from doing so? Um, and so, as far as that's what brings into the question of his mental state in terms of his determination to take it to the next level and become a world champion. So those are the questions that we have about Jaime Munguia, but they have nothing to do with his skill set as a boxer. As a boxer, everything looks like it's right. You know what I'm saying? Everything the eye he passes the eye test, as they say. When it comes to Gabriel Rosado, we already know what he is. And this matchup is an interesting matchup. That's why I said in the comment section that um, I wouldn't be surprised if Gabriel Rosado takes him by surprise because of one, Munguia hasn't stepped up in the competition, hasn't fought the guys that Rosado has fought, but also Rosado is not afraid of moments. He's not afraid of the bright lights. He's not afraid to get hit. He's not afraid to make a fight look ugly. And he can box. You know what I'm saying? So this matchup is interesting. I'm not really a lot of guys like to come on and do predictions and be the guy that says, I told you so. And you see, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to be the second round by a left hook to the liver and all that. I'm not that guy. I just like to say what I see. I like to explain why we saw what we saw and go about it that way. But as far as this match, I will say um, I look. I'm going for Rosado, and this is why. Rosado, if he gets the opportunity to be the number one ranked fighter, whether it's for the WBO or the WBC, I believe he'll take the opportunity and parlay that into a world title shot versus Jamar Charlo and or Demetrius Andrade. And I don't see that out of Munguia right now. And so that's where I'm going with that. You know what I mean? As far as will he win or not, that has yet to be seen. I don't know how they're going to come out. I don't know how their styles are going to mesh once they get in there. Whose power is going to be affected. I don't know how that happen. I don't know how that's going to go until we actually see it. But I look forward to seeing it nonetheless because it's a great matchup between the two.
Yeah, man, I think you make a lot of really good points, man. If I had to try to figure out why Munguia hasn't done what you said, I would say I looked on his box rec. He had a couple of names on there. I think he had on Gary O'Sullivan, Saddam Ali, I believe I saw on there. Just a couple of names, but I haven't seen him really fight any real serious top-notch competition yet. And I think that if I was his handlers, based off of the fact that he had a difficult fight with another gentleman, which I wish I knew who it was. I didn't even see the fight. I just know that I heard about it. Maybe they're trying to see, they believe in him, but they want him to pass this test uh, for experience. And a guy like Gabriel Rosado brings a name. He brings excitement, and he's as experienced as you can ask for. And if Munguia looks good against Gabriel Rosado, I think that they will have more confidence moving forward with a Charlo fight or something like that. Now, a Demetrius Andrade fight,
I think you froze, Coach.
oh, am I frozen?
You good now? You said as far as the Demetrius Andrade fight, and then you froze. Go ahead.
Yeah, as far as the Demetrius Andrade fight, I think Demetrius Andrade is somebody that everybody avoids for good reason, and I just don't see anybody barking up that tree unless they have to. But I do see a Charlo as a as an opportunity for Munguia or Rosado. So you make a lot of good points, man. But I think Munguia is just looking to build more ring experience. I think they feel he needs it, and I think that this is the right guy. I mean, if Rosado wins, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Rosado, I think he's found his rhythm. So if Rosado wins, I'm happy for him, being that he's from the area. And I hope that, and I know his trainer, his real trainer who really trained him, Billy Briscoe, very well. And, I hope he does it.
Big facts, Coach. You know what else is though? This is my thing though, and I hate to harp on this, but we talking boxing, and so it's no hard feelings on any of these guys. These guys are in the position they are in because they put in the hard work and they deserve it, right? But at the same time, uh, Munguia has 37 fights with 30 knockouts, and he's been fighting for about 8 years as a pro. I mean, so at what point do you take that next level? At what point do you? How much confidence do you need? You have to wait until you're in your 40th win. I'm not asking you. I'm just speaking. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, we're in an era where fighters are getting opportunities. They're being fast tracked and getting opportunities in their 15th and 16th fight, like a Teofimo Lopez and these guys and whatnot. So at some point, people are going to start to ask the question, "What's going on, Jaime Munguia?" You know, you're going to wait till you have 47 fights to step up,
Yeah,
and
I mean the thing
you know
about
what I'm saying?
Munguia though, it reminds me of Canelo when Canelo came into the game with 40 pro wins and zero losses. Is like 37 wins against who? I mean,
Right.
Gary O'Sullivan, I don't know. I didn't even see that fight, but we know Gary O'Sullivan looked good. I think one time that I can say that I seen he looked good. I think that was against Lemieux or somebody. No, not against Lemieux. Somebody else. He looked good, and then when he fought Antoine Douglas, and then Saddam Ali has no business fighting at that weight. Saddam Ali's a freaking 147 pounder, and he's already, over the hill. Um, so I mean, I don't really know who Munguia has fought. He got a padded record. He got a pretty record, but in reality, it's not a real solid record like a Teofimo Lopez or some of these guys who fought better competition a lot quicker. So that goes to show you, man, when you start padding your record and you start to believe your own hype, which a lot of these young fighters do, when they have to step up, it shows. And that's why when somebody asked me the other day, what is my thoughts on young fighters today? I said they believe their own hype too much. They allow the fact that social media and the people around them and their padded record gasses them up, making them feel like they're more than what they are. I know guys with fantastic records that can't fight worth a lick. Then I'm like, damn, you lucky I'm freaking not boxing because you'd be a perfect person. I like to fight, with your undefeated record and what I mean. I look good. It'll make me look good. You know what I mean? So it's like these records in boxing are so fabricated nowadays. You don't know who's the truth and who's not. You got a guy like Lomachenko who came into the game, lost his first pro fight or he had a draw. Was it a loss or a draw? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. When
Can you hear me?
Lomachenko fought his first pro fight, was it a loss or a draw?
No, I don't think he lost into his second fight when he fought Salido.
Okay, so his second fight he lost. If you went across his first four fights when he was 4-1, his record looks already tarnished. But in reality, his first pro. I'm sorry, man. His first four fights were good fights, and then you got a guy like Munguia who got 37 fights, and you only can name two guys on that whole record, maybe three. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think Gabriel Rosado, I think he is on the Gabriel Rosado level of boxing. I think that he's exactly where he needs to be, despite how beautiful his record looks. I think this is the level. And honestly, Rosado might be at a world championship level the way he's been looking as of recent. So we about to find out tomorrow.
That's big facts. Big facts. And I think that in contrast to Munguia, that Gabriel Rosado, should he win this fight, that's why I said I kind of want him to win the fight because I know that he is ready to go for a world title. You know what I mean? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If he gets a number one contender position, he is going to challenge Jamal Charlo and or Demetrius Andrade. He might mess around and challenge both. He might take on one and then take on the other. You know, that's the kind of mentality that he has, and he's at a stage in his career where it benefits him to do so. Whereas Munguia, like you pointed out, he's still, regardless of his record, he's still 25 years old and he's still on the way up. You know what I mean? My whole conversation about that earlier was just uh, dealing with. I know how boxing works, like yourself and like a lot of people in the chat. I understand how these narratives end up going. They're gonna ask, "You're number one. You are the number one ranked fighter, Munguia. Take the next step." And if he doesn't, they're gonna say, "Why you keep waiting?" You know what I mean? the questions are just going to be there because that's part of the business, right?
1 miles, turn right onto Dutch.
But I think it's still going to be an awesome fight. I think it's going to be an entertaining fight, um, because of the styles that both guys have. Um, the thing that it makes it hard to predict is what they come out with on fight night. Because if you would have asked me, I would have said that based off of what we've seen between Daniel Jacobs and Gabriel Rosado before they fought, when they had their run in a couple years ago, I would have told you that I would have quote unquote predicted that they would have went in there and tried to slug it out and beat the hell out of each other. But that's just not what happened. You know what I mean? So you never know what's going to happen until fight night. What the coaches on the respective teams came up with in terms of their game plans and how the fighters are able to execute them or have to go to Plan B come fight night. And to me, that's what's intriguing about boxing, not just predicting what's going to happen ahead of time and then being able to say, "I told you so." I like to see the story unfold in the ring, and this is one of those fights where we're going to see that, in my opinion, and it's going to be
Yeah, I think
entertaining.
we're going to see an exciting fight tomorrow. I think it's very impossible for it to not be an exciting fight. You got a guy like Rosado who can do it all, box, brawl, has no problem getting bloody in the fight. And then you got a guy like Munguia who, he already showed that he ain't scared to let his hands go and work. So I predict an exciting fight tomorrow. I'm definitely, if somebody asks me who I think's gonna win, I can't answer who I think's gonna win because I haven't seen enough of Munguia as of recent. But I do say if I'm gonna have to, verbally say who I want to win, obviously it's gonna be Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado is from the Philadelphia area. I like to support most of the Philadelphia or New York guys. I'm from New York City, but I'm in Philly, so sometimes I go back and forth on that. But you know, I'm definitely gonna go for the Philly guy. I'm definitely going to go for the guy who's shown that he's not afraid to fight anybody, has laid it on the line time and time and time again. And the only thing I wish is I just wish my man Billy Briscoe was in that corner with him because Billy deserves to be there in these moments because when he worked with Gabe, he took Gabe from nothing and turned him into something, and then Gabe decided to move on with his career for whatever reasons. He might have the greatest reason on earth on why he did it, but as a coach, I wish I would see my man Billy Briscoe in that corner with him. But nevertheless, um, I'm excited about tomorrow night.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And listen, just so y'all see, hold up. Hold on, what am I doing right here? I guess that's the cam. That's the face. All right, yeah, y'all can see I'm just pulling up to the hospital now, guys. So Tank, man, you've been the perfect guest, man. I mean, you're very informative, man. I love your boxing knowledge, man. You're doing a great job on your end, and I'm gonna have you come on as much as possible so you could teach me a thing or two about what's going on in the game because I don't even know. You know what I mean?
We'll get you caught up, Coach. I appreciate you, man. Letting me on the platform once again. You be safe, man. Get everything checked out. Hope all is well. And you know what I'm saying? Praying for you, everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all bearing with me on my running my mouth up here, and make sure if y'all haven't already, like the video, subscribe to Coach
Oh,
Anthony's
let them know how they can
channel.
find you. Let them know how they can find you, man.
And myself, as far as me, I'm the Sweet Science Examiner. Y'all can find me on Instagram at the Sweet Science Examiner, or you can find me on YouTube at the Sweet Science Examiner. And same thing goes for Twitter.
Yo,
So,
Tank, you're the man, my brother. Thank you, man.
yes, sir, King. Get everything taken care of, boss. Be safe.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. So as you can see, man, my man Tank came in, very knowledgeable, helped out with some of the stuff that some of us might not know. I'm here. Just got to the hospital, man. I want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me, all the prayers, all the love. I'm gonna be all right, man. It is what it is. We're gonna figure this out. But no days off November, man. Don't say I'm not dedicated. Don't say I'm not for the people. Okay, I get on here regardless of the situation. Like I said, I gotta be completely not able to speak to not stick up to my commitment. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Thank you for everybody who pulled up, man. And put that bell notification on. Put that bell notification on. So if I do happen to hop back on later today or any of these other days, you know what I mean? Or, tomorrow, whatever, you guys can come rock with me, man. All right. So, y'all be good.